addicted to pulling hair out of shower drains. It has to be slimy. It has to be wet.
It's disgusting.
What do you do with it?
Long brown hair is probably my favorite.
Is it the thrill doing this without being caught?
There is risk of you sort of upping the ante.
I didn't know why I did it.
He needs help with this.
I'm addicted to eating drywall. I love the smell, the taste, the texture of it.
Eating drywall? Are you serious?
It just tastes good when I chew it.
I can't believe this.
Your intestines can get blocked. That can be very serious.
I'm not sure that I can stop it.
My name is Evan. I'm 28 years old. I live in Seattle, Washington, and I'm addicted to pulling hair out of shower drains. It's stress relief for me. I have this anxiety, and then I get the hair, and then like, bam, I'm relieved.
Evan's addiction to pulling hair from shower drains began 6 years ago after the death of his father. He was in college when he first had the urge.
It was kind of spur of the moment. I didn't know why I did it.
Now he collects hair from drains up to 3 times a week.
It has to be out of a shower drain. I can't just go to the closest barber shop. I can't go up to a girl and ask her to pull out some hair. Long brown hair is probably my favorite. It has to be slimy. It has to be wet. Like if I pulled out a bunch of dry hair, actually, I've never done that, so I don't know.
I am worried for Evan. He's a great guy, and I don't want him to be abandoned. I don't want him to be thought of as demented, weird.
My favorite place is somebody's house or apartment that I haven't been before. The game starts when I see the homeowner and I make the prediction of how much hair she has in her drain, and then I have to find out.
Evan hunts through drawers and cabinets until he finds a tool to use to collect the hair.
I've used tweezers. I've used toothbrushes. I always throw the toothbrush out to be respectful, because that's gross. Okay, so I got my tools, and I'm ready to go after it. Squat down. As time goes on, keep on getting more panicky, start sweating. Once I find the hair, the stress is gone. About 3 to 5 seconds later, I get disgusted. I throw it away. I regret doing it every time.
I've asked him, why do you do this? And I mean, he's always kind of said he gets stressed out when he goes somewhere. He just has to do it.
Very few people know of Evan's addiction.
I've shared it before, but nobody ever took it seriously.
Evan's good friend Eric found out 6 months ago when Evan came over for dinner.
I went directly in the bathroom. Eric knocked on the door. I didn't answer, and he came in. I was hovering over the bathtub. Very awkward moment.
I was stunned. I was shocked. If he was playing a joke, this isn't funny because it's disgusting.
This addiction is it's an insecurity of mine. It's something that kind of eats at me. It's not normal, and it's hard for a guy to talk about his feelings, isn't it?
Evan isn't currently in a long-term relationship and hasn't shared his addiction with past girlfriends.
I'm hiding it, you know. I'm sure girls will think that I'm a freak.
I think it's incredibly important at this point for Evan to get help. He needs help with this.
I want to kick this addiction. I need to stop this.
My name is Nicole. I'm 26 years old. I'm a single parent. I live in Detroit, Michigan. And I'm addicted to eating drywall. I am literally eating my house.
Nicole has been addicted to eating drywall for over 7 years. It started innocently with a bite of chalk.
I switched from chalk to drywall because drywall tastes better than chalk to me.
Now Nicole ingests drywall up to 6 times a day.
I love the smell of drywall, the texture of it, the taste. I love everything about drywall. Just kind of like a chalky taste. And I probably eat about this much a day. I get drywall wherever I can find it. My house, for instance, my friend's house, and sometimes my grandmother's house. This is the hole in my wall that I've created by picking, and I've been picking at it for like 2 months. I take a piece like this and I take it and I break it. Then I'll take a bite out, I eat it. There are different kind of drywall. Some are thicker than others. Some just, they don't taste the same. For instance, the green drywall over there, that one has a nasty taste over there, and this one just has like a fresher taste to me.
Nicole's addiction spiraled out of control when her mother died 5 years ago.
The loss of my sister, it's been very, very hard on Nikki, but she's trying to stand strong, but it does really bite her.
No one in my life knows about my addiction to drywall. It's very weird and has made me embarrassed, and I am ashamed because it's not food. I am worried that I will eventually get sick, but at this point I do not really want to know what's in drywall.
It would break me down terribly if anything was to ever happen to Nicole. She's like a daughter to me.
My addiction is at its worst. It's really time for me to stop, but I'm not sure that I can stop.
Coming up, Evan comes clean to a friend.
I'm addicted to pulling hair out of shower drains.
Evan.
And Nicole reveals her shocking addiction.
I have been eating drywall.
28-year-old Evan is addicted to pulling hair from shower drains. One of his best friends of nearly 10 years, Lindsay, doesn't know about his strange addiction. Today is the day Evan will reveal his secret.
I'm very nervous today to tell her. Lindsay's the type of girl that I think is going to probably freak out a little bit. So the reason I'm here and kind of being awkward today is I have something to tell you. I've been struggling with something and want to come out and tell you that I'm addicted to pulling hair out of shower drains. It's like some sort of a anxiety relief for me.
Evan.
Yeah.
Really? You have a addiction to pulling hair out of drains?
I do it probably on average 2 to 3 times a week. Like when I go to somebody's house and I pull the hair out of the drain.
What do you do with it?
I go to the bathroom and I clean the drain. I hold the hair and I swirl it around in my fingers, and then I throw it away. Yeah.
If this really is an issue for you, I guess I'm glad you came to me with this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know what to tell you.
The mood of the conversation today, I thought it was very awkward. I didn't really know the best way to explain it. I'm not really coming out to you to find answers.
But I'm sure I would like to help you.
It's something that I want to stop doing and seek help for. And I just want to be honest and say I'm struggling with this.
It doesn't make me think any differently of him as far as a friend. I just have never heard of this, so I don't really know what direction it could go in. But the sooner he gets help, the better.
It's definitely a behavior that I do want to change. I don't know what it's going to take to do that.
26-year-old Nicole has been eating drywall every day for 7 years. Just seeing it makes her mouth water. Nicole has never told anyone about her addiction until today.
I'm ready to tell my friend Tasha that I eat drywall because I need her support. She's my oldest friend and knows everything about me except my secret addiction to drywall. I have something that I need to tell you. For the past 7 years, I have been eating drywall.
Are you serious about
Yeah, I'm
this?
serious. I'm very serious.
I can't believe this. What do you get out of eating this?
It just tastes good.
Have you talked to anyone about this?
No,
Like a doctor?
I haven't told anybody. I really didn't want to know it could be harmful, but now I know I have a problem.
I still don't believe it right now, but she's serious about it, and I'm just very concerned about her health. You know this can be deadly. Your son, just think about your son. That's your only child, and he's depending on you to be there for him. I think you should stop eating this stuff.
Before it killed me.
Yeah.
I know eating drywall isn't good for me, and I know that I should stop. And I think it's time for me to open up and let people in to help me with my addiction.
Whatever you need me to do, I will be there for you. I just hope you get better.
Still ahead,
Is this only women?
Evan answers some tough questions. And then, will Nicole's uncle convince her to get help?
We've got to get you to see a doctor.
My name is Evan, and I'm addicted to collecting hair out of shower drains.
Evan has been digging for hair in drains for the past 6 years. The need is so intense, he can't focus on anything else until it's satisfied. Evan's friend Eric is one of the only people who know about his addiction.
I'm kind of concerned for the guy. Is he gonna get worse? Is he gonna do other things? Are there other things that he's not telling me? I know this is probably somewhat difficult for you to talk about, but I mean, why do you do it? Is it the thrill of doing this without them knowing, without being caught?
It's not about being caught at all. When I have the hair in my hand, I have these mental images flashing of the hair, the length, the color, the face. Heart races, pace back and forth. I can't be normal in that situation without pulling the hair out.
Is this only women, or is it guys too? Just anybody?
It's mostly women. It's a bigger thrill, a bigger excitement when I'm able to pull some long hair out.
can this escalate into something more serious? Because I don't want that to happen. That's part of the reason why I want you to get help.
Yeah.
Do you want to stop?
I do want to stop. I want to stop pulling hair out. Lately, it's just eating away at me. I think it makes me feel like I'm a freak.
You're not a freak, but it's something that you can get over. That's why I think it's important that you see a professional.
I'm willing to see a professional about it. And I appreciate your concern. It's something I want to stop doing. This separates me from, I think, being who I am and being a normal person.
My name is Nicole, and I'm addicted to drywall.
Nicole has eaten drywall every day for the last 7 years. She ingests about 3 square feet every week.
Hey,
Baby, how you doing?
Nicole's family doesn't know about her addiction. Today, she's finally ready to reveal her secret to her uncle.
So this is it. This is that little problem you told
yeah,
me
that's
about.
the little hole I've been telling you.
Yeah, so how the heck that happened?
Well, for the past 7 years, I have been eating drywall.
Eating drywall? Are you serious?
Yes,
This is not some kind of joke.
no joke.
That's an unnatural agent, not meant to go in our physical body. As you ingest this, you also ingest in all kind of chemicals.
I know I shouldn't be eating it, but it's addictive, you know?
Yeah.
I crave it. It's getting to the point where, you know, I'm eating it too much.
7 years is a lot of poison. All right.
It feels good to have somebody to, you know, turn to, and to have somebody like him that I could possibly lean on is a great feeling.
We've got to get you to see a doctor. And I'm with you, as always, on everything. We know we're going to get past it. I know Nicole is a strong person, and I know with the right help that she can beat this.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I'm going to take this advice and I'm going to see a doctor and get help with my addiction.
Coming up,
It takes me through a roller coaster of emotions.
can a therapist get to the bottom of Evan's addiction? And then,
Many of these drywall compounds can have boric acid.
Isn't that like poison?
for 6 years, Evan has hidden an unusual addiction: pulling hair out of shower drains. His friends are worried this behavior could escalate and want him to seek help. Today, he's finally ready.
I'm nervous to see him and hear what he has to say. I hope to get some pointers and really find a way to move forward.
Come on in.
Okay.
Can you tell me about what triggers this condition?
It's kind of a game for me. As I walk in the door, I see the person, I know her hair, and then I start building up my anxiety.
Is there also a sort of a rush?
Definitely finding something to dig out the drain with is kind of a relief. And then pulling out the hair, it's another rush.
You get this sense of anxiety, you're obsessing about this person's hair, and then when you act on it, that's what's called a compulsion.
Okay.
You may have been suffering from generalized anxiety disorder. The compulsivity helps people treat their anxiety. There's this sort of huge release that happens. The problem with that is it's only temporary. There is risk of you sort of upping the ante. Maybe you're adding another element or another variation that can make it more risky.
Okay.
A medication regime would be helpful to you, but we're really looking at something that, can be treated.
Before, today, I didn't know what I was going to do about it, but, I got some tools now. In a few months from now, I will probably still be pulling hair out of drains. 6 years of pulling hair is not going to end with a magic pill, but I feel like it's definitely something I can overcome.
26-year-old Nicole eats drywall up to 6 times a day. Nicole's uncle warned her about the damage drywall could do to her body and begged her to see a doctor. She agreed.
It's scary to find out what's in drywall, what I may have done to my body.
Have you had any problems with belly pain or nausea, vomiting, constipation?
I've had stomach pain, but I've always thought that it was because of spicy foods.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to do a brief exam, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Okay.
I just feel a little pressure right here.
Right in here?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me have you sit straight up, okay?
Okay.
One serious thing that can happen when you're eating drywall is that your intestines can get blocked. And if your intestines get blocked, that can be very serious.
Okay.
Are you aware of what makes up drywall at all, by any chance?
No, I don't know what's in drywall.
There can be glass.
Glass?
Yeah, glass. Mm-hmm. Many of these drywall compounds can have boric acid.
Isn't that like poison?
Yeah, it's very toxic to humans. And there can be other toxic compounds that are poisonous to humans and even cause cancer later on.
That's really bad.
Yeah. The good news is you're not having any symptoms that would suggest that you have any damage right now, but if it keeps going, it certainly could.
Wow. Now that I know what's in drywall and all the things that it could do to me, it was a real wake-up call. I want to be there for my son, to see him grow up. I don't want to get sick knowing that I could have prevented it. It's going to be very hard, but by the end of this month, I want to be drywall free. It feels like a huge weight off my shoulders. I'm a very strong person, and I think that my strength and my willpower will help me overcome this addiction. At this point, it's either me or the drywall, and it's gonna be me because my son, he really needs me. The only drywall in my future will be in my house, on my walls, not in my mouth.